Today on the channel, oh, what a rush with the Legion of Doom, Big Rubber Guys, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, back again with another Legion of Doom unboxing. Oh, steal my heart and never let go. This time with a little bit of the Hawk, a little bit of the Animal, Big Rubber Guys, Legion of Doom, Big Bad Toy Store exclusives. But if you're looking for these two, you better head over to Big Bad Toy Store. That's the only place you're going to get those right now. And of course, they went up for pre-order, part of the 25-year anniversary of Big Bad Toy Store. We unboxed a Mythic Legion figure, part of that as well. They had a lot of exclusives. And one thing was interesting was the red color predominant through that to match with Big Bad Toy Store. So I found that to be interesting as well. But so happy to have the Legion of Doom back in my collection. And we've had a lot of Legion of Dooms. I will say not enough Legion of Dooms, but this is our first Legion of Doom Big Rubber guy. Now, we did get the Road Warriors previously. And then we've got other figures from Mattel, Ringside Collectibles, of course, Hasbro back in the day from Legion of Doom. And I shouldn't forget Jakks Classic Superstars and all their releases as well. But I'm very excited to get these two to go with my Road Warriors, who will compare these two later on in this video, of course. Very happy to have these two in my collection. Of course, I'll never forget when I saw the LOD for the first time as a very little kid. I want to say it was a Superstars taping, and word was not out that they were in the WWF at the time yet. So I was absolutely shocked when they came out. I absolutely lost my mind. I'm sure my dad was just as excited too. I'm sure he was. We'll have to ask him. But Legion of Doom always holding a special place in my heart. Of course, I first found out about them as the Road Warriors, but Legion of Doom is really where they grabbed hold of me. Loved them ever since, and very happy any release we get with those guys. And we got one here today. And of course, we're going to do it today like we always do. We're going to do this review like we always do them. And we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we're going to go Animal, then Hawk, because it's an alphabetical channel is what this is over here. But we got the Animal, and he's crouching down. It looks like he's getting ready to steal second base or something. Who knows what he's up to here? But it is the Animal, of course, the big heavy bruiser of the team. Looking very good in the uniform style packaging for the Big Rubber Guys. Big window package on this one here. The packaging a little bit bigger for Animal. Could be the biggest one yet, but we've had some varying sizes in the packaging department. That's the way it goes from time to time. But I do like the looks of this Animal right here. Of course, beautiful glamour shot, Big Rubber Guys. Big Rubber Guys up top. Animal, besides that, not a toy. Ages 18 and up, you 17-year-olds, you can't handle it. Have to imagine these spikes are as dangerous as the last version. We'll find out soon. You do got the Big Bad Toy Store logo on the packaging. It's all about branding at the end of the day. We know how that goes. There's the big cross-sell, very old school style. We got quite a few on here that we have not received yet. Have to imagine some of these will come in sooner rather than later. Can't wait for it, if you ask me. As once again, I am all in on the Big Rubber Guys. You're playing to my childhood with these bad boys here. I do love the new inner plastic tray, we'll call it. A lot better than the old ones. A lot more durable. We're not getting the damaged figures out of these like we have in the past, so I do appreciate that. Ooh, and I appreciate some smells. Man, oh man, this smells straight out of the factory. Ooh, that is powerful, powerful stuff with him here. But we do got Animal, and like I said, he's ready to steal second base. He's right there. He's right there. It's like a game of bases loaded back in the day. But we do got Animal out of the package. You got that traditional Animal hair. You got that rat tail in the back looking good. The mohawk up top. Got the spider paint, and he's got the black-yellow paint on, which means only one thing. Huge Striper fan. Who knew it? I never knew this. I've been an LOD fan for a long time. Never knew Animal was saying to hell with the devil, but here we are. Here we are today. But he does look very good. It looks like Animal. Somebody carves his head off. I know exactly who that one is there. We do get the shoulder pads here. Now, shoulder pads should be removable. That's the name of the game right here, of course. Very tight, very snug. Always appreciate that. Very sharp as well. You could definitely take an eye out with this one. No wonder 18 and up. You 17-year-olds, you can't handle this. It almost reminds me, I remember I can't remember if that was that same episode of Superstars that I was in attendance for or I saw it on TV. I remember Hawk and Animal taking him off one time and dumping him in the ring. And they went like that and they stabbed right into the ring upside down. I remember as a kid be like, whoa, those things are really sharp. I didn't know if they were sharp or not. And I guess truer things have never happened here, as I guarantee if I spiked this into my table, it would stay like this. That's how sharp these are. So be careful on that. But it is, of course, football pads here. You got the little shorter spikes on one side, the bigger ones over here. Animal style, we call it. It's not just for Five Guys anymore. Not Five Guys, In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, you know, I messed up the joke. Todd McFarlane. It happens from time to time. But animal style, not just for In-N-Out Burger anymore is what it is. But looking good right there with that. But now we get down to the animal without any top going on there. But he's all muscled up. He's been spending the time in the gym. Got those two splayed out hands looking really good. Legion of Doom on the waist belt there, just in case you're thinking he's a member of the Powers of Pain or something. Or maybe he's a nasty boy. Nope. Legion of Doom right there. Red and black attack looking very good down here. Trademark 2024. So these have been in the process for a while. Apparently, big rubber guys down here as well. No articulation, as you can imagine, with these. I will say for an adult collector, I like the positioning on this animal. It's going to look great next to the Hawk as far as a display piece. But I always like to put myself back to being like 6, 7 years old as a little kid playing with Hawk and Animal. I don't think I would have had much problem with these because I was such a big Legion of Doom fan. I never thought there was an outrage about their spikes on their Hasbro until many years later. I hear a lot of people say they didn't like the LOD Hasbros because of those spikes. It never got in the way of my playing days. And I'm guessing maybe the spikes on this one wouldn't get in the way. Well, they definitely wouldn't because I could remove them. I would have been just so jazzed up, fired up to have the LOD in my Fig Fed. I could have looked past a lot of stuff. It was a little kid with the LJNs. But thinking I wouldn't have had a lot of enjoyment playing with this animal here. You could do a spine buster, you could do a few things, but he's in a weird, awkward position. No big deal now here, of course, in my advanced age, is this just a display piece for me. But if I was a player out there, I don't think I'd like this one very much. But don't got to worry about that. And I have to guess, not many are playing with their big rubber guys. That's just a hunch out there. That's just a hunch. But now we're going to dive over here to Hawk. Of course, the Hawk, the animal, the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. Looking good. Very similar packaging style. Glamour shot, big rubber guys. You got the Hawk. You got big rubber guys. 25 years of Big Bad Toy Store. All kinds of stuff going on over there. Then the big cross cell on the back, looking good once again. How about that? Looking pretty darn good here. It looks like we're still waiting for Earl Hebner, Rock and Roll Express, Bad News Brown, Danhausen, Macho King Randy Savage, or some of the stragglers on the back of the package here. But we'll get to them. Trust me, we'll get to them on the channel. But now I'm going to get the old Hawk out of the package here. Once again, saving the packaging on all these. Eventually, I'll probably purge them. I'm guessing I will. But as of right now, I'm saving the packaging off to the side. See you later. Time to dive into the Hawk, and how cool does this look? This is Hawk all day long. I'm not a huge fan of tongue-out action figures. I've said it for years on the channel, but there's certain characters I look past, Hawk being one of those characters. Looks absolutely fabulous. Got the hair going on, the red and black face paint all day long. That is Hawk. There's no doubt about it. We do get, of course, the shoulder pads, football style here. Can I get it off without stabbing myself? Nope, gonna stab myself. You got very similar here, but the spikes are different. Animal and Hawk, different spikes on these. So take note of that. Attention to detail looking very good right there. Love me a little Hawk, of course. And Hawk looking good, looking jacked up just like his partner in crime. He also has the open hands here. They're just in the different positions. So that is always interesting to see. And they do have lower halves are different on these two. Always like that. They could have very easily gave us the same lower. Really made the most out of their mold. Just almost swapped the heads. They almost could have done that. I like that they're different, and I like how they stand, where you can have Hawk right behind Animal. That works out very, very well. And, of course, Legion of Doom on the waistband. Red and black attack looking good. A chef's kiss if there ever was one. Once again, no articulation. You guys know that by now. 2024, big rubber guys on the bottom. Looking absolutely amazing here. I am here for this all day long. I've been very excited for these. I'm so happy they're finally in stock. Finally in the collection. Finally going on display for me. Bring on all the Hawk and Animals. You know me, I'm not a big Major Bendy's guy as far as the smaller Bend'em figures. I dabble in a few, but there's one set I would pick up. That would be the Legion of Doom if they did that. And I'm very excited to see where the future of LOD and Road Warriors branding, pick your own poison there. Where are they going to go from here? And we've talked about it a lot of times on the channel. A lot of these independent wrestling artists that aren't part of a Legends deal or whatever, they're circling the wagons. They're going to all these different toy companies, getting figures made, and I do feel eventually they'll say, okay, we've got all the money we can there. Now it's time to get that Legends deal. Think of Demolition. So I have to think in the next year or two, maybe we'll see Hawk and Animal head on over to the Legends deal via the WWE, get a bunch of merchandise, sign up for that for a couple of years, 3, 5 years, whatever it may be, then work the circuit once again. I think that is going to be the pattern that's going to repeat for a lot of legacy performers. And hey, I'm here for it because it gets us figures from all kinds of different companies. And if you're an LOD guy, a Road Warriors guy that gets all their figures, you're eating good, as one may say, of course. But of course, I do got Hawk and Animal. Previous incarnations, a little bit more dangerous, I always said. A little bit more cartoony over here, but this was the heyday for me, was the LOD. Road Warriors I saw a little bit as a small kid, but I had to see most of it back in tape trading and checking out libraries and stuff like that. So I didn't get to enjoy this as many others did coming up with it. I got kind of the tail end until they went to the WWF and then onward there. So I'm very happy to represent different eras of my favorite tag team of all time. Very, very fun, these figures here. Definitely worth a pickup. If you haven't picked these up yet, what the heck are you waiting for? Doesn't get much better than this for me personally. Now, I may be biased because you know me, I'm a sucker for face paint, but I have a feeling maybe some of you are as well. So there it is, the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Legion of Doom, a must-have in your Big Rubber Guy collection. There's no doubt under my mind about that. But what say you? Are you going to pick this one up? Is this something you need in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. Don't forget YouTube channel memberships and Patreon. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, my new podcast, available every single Tuesday, and the new book, the ECW Complete Guide to the Original San Francisco Toy Makers, available from me or Barnes & Noble, Amazon. Pick your poison right there. So for a little Legion of Doom action, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?